Bridget Bartlett here. Today I'm going to show you how to use the new incoming webhooks within the HighLevel dashboard. Now I say new because most of us don't even know they exist. However, it has actually been around for about 6 months now. It is a premium trigger, so make sure that if you're the agency, you have these turned on at the agency and the sub account location. But when you do turn them on, you'll have the ability to use incoming webhooks and outgoing webhooks. Okay, so the incoming webhook is the only one that is premium, or actually the outgoing is as well. And this basically replaces Zapier, Pabbly, or even Make. Okay, so anything that you can use webhooks for, you can transfer the data. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with webhooks, it's basically, if you imagine like a fishing line that you're just casting out into the internet world, and you're either trying to capture information or you're trying to send information to another platform. So you can see in this example here, we have the incoming webhooks. That's the premium incoming webhook, and that is actually triggered. It's the first step in a workflow, and it actually will just sit around and wait until whatever info you told it to send to that webhook. And then when it receives that info, then it's going to trigger your workflow, and you can use all of that information within your workflow. Okay. Now, we can also do this with Pabbly, Zapier, or Make. However, if you're looking to have everything in-house, this is a really great solution. Plus, if you're the agency owner, you can actually mark up this feature and make a profit off of this. Okay. So I want to explain to you how to use these incoming webhooks. And as an example, I'm going to show you how to automate the HighLevel affiliate program. So if you are promoting HighLevel, of course, you can use the same strategy for anything that you're using webhooks for, but it's especially cool if you are a HighLevel affiliate and you want to automate your processes so that when a lead signs up, the info goes right into your HighLevel account and triggers an automation to send them to make sure they have, everything that they need to go ahead and create the trial, and then so on. Okay, so you can track the whole process. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. And let's go into the HighLevel affiliate portal, or I'm sorry, not the affiliate portal, it's the support portal. And I do have the link to this document in the description of this video. But this explains to you, if you just search for how to set up affiliate program, webhooks to run automations, first promoter, you're going to find this. Okay, this is the title of the document. And you can see here that it explains the affiliate program. Now, again, I'm not talking about within the sub account you have the ability to create an affiliate program for your business. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are HighLevel affiliates and want to promote HighLevel as a software and then earn affiliate commission. Okay, so that is what I'm showing you how to set up today. Now, you do need to have, and there's great instructions here. The instructions actually helped me to set up mine, because I actually just moved from Pabbly, and then using the internal webhooks. Okay, so you'll see here that there are actually 5 different steps. All right, now there's actually 8 because the SaaS plan and the affiliate plan are on 2 different campaigns within First Promoter. So I'll explain that to you as we go on. But the basic setup here, you're going to need the lead subscribed on, and then we need to track the webhook. So the best thing to do really is just create like a document here. Move this around. And then you really just want to copy this info to your document. And then this is going to help you keep this straight, because what you're going to have to do is, once you get this set up, you want to paste each webhook here so that you can send it to support and they can get this added to First Promoter. So all we're doing is just grabbing the webhook and then setting up the automations on our side. But what HighLevel is going to do is they're going to set your webhooks inside of your affiliate account within First Promoter, and then it's going to trigger those webhooks to send that data to your HighLevel account. Okay, so absolutely the coolest affiliate program that I have ever been a part of, because they go above and beyond to make sure that you have all of these automations in place so that you can really do what you do best, which is create content and sell, right? So we have these steps here that we need to create webhooks for, and you'll see there are step-by-step instructions. And the first step is to go into your sub account and then click the automations tab to create a new workflow. Okay, so I'm actually going to go into my automations here, and you can see that I've created all the workflows. And remember, there's 5 for the regular account, and then you'll see that I have the SaaS canceled, SaaS reward, and then there's also a new SaaS member. So you have 2 different links really for HighLevel. You have the $97 and the $297 plan, and that's on the main website. But then you have the $497 plan, that's the SaaS plan, and those 2 are different campaigns. Okay, so the 97, 297 is one campaign, and then the SaaS plan is on a campaign all by itself. So that's why it has different webhooks. Okay. So really, you're going to need a total of 8 to complete all of the different steps. Okay, so we could say SaaS new member, and then we have SaaS reward, and then SaaS cancel. Okay. So really, we're going to have 5 and then 3. All right, these are all of our campaigns. So we need to create webhooks. So the first one that I'm going to choose here is just canceled. Now, if I wanted to start from blank, I already built this out to save time for the training. I think it helps visually. But when you're starting, you just want to create workflow, create from scratch. And then you're going to click here and you'll see the inbound webhook. Now, if you don't see this inside of your account, you need to make sure to turn this on, like I said, in the agency level, in the settings, or the sub account that you're working in. Okay, so when you choose inbound webhook, you see right away you get your webhook. Okay, but that's not all that we need to do, because if I just try to close this out, if I want to copy this and I just want to close this out, it's not going to save that webhook, right? The next time I open it up, it's going to have a different webhook. So what we need to do is actually fetch some data so that we can map this out and we can actually save this webhook. Now, if you are you're using this for something other than a first promoter, if you're familiar with Postman, you can actually run a test with Postman. I'm going to show you that in just a second. But if you're not familiar with Postman at all, don't worry. Just run this create a separate webhook or a separate workflow. Paste this webhook here. Keep this window open. Run that workflow to this webhook based on like a form or a test or something else, just to get some data here so that you can save this. Okay, you can always come back and then check for new updates and things like that. But if you're promoting, or if you're setting this up for first promoter, you can actually go back here and you'll see step 3 is open up Postman, and it's going to tell you what to do with this. Okay, so I'm going to just follow the directions here. I'm going to go to Postman, and you'll see here that it says open up Postman, use HTTP request method. All right, so I'm just going to click new, and you'll see HTTP. All right, so now the next step is we need to select post. So I'm going to go back here, and instead of get, we're going to choose post. Okay, going back here, we need to paste the webhook URL. So I'm going to go back here now. I'm going to grab my webhook URL, go back to Postman. We're going to paste that in there. Now the next step is I need to select the body, then raw, and then JSON. Okay, so I'm going to go body, raw, and then we're going to change this text to JSON. Okay. Now it says copy the first promoter sample data given above in the body, and it should be blue to hit send. All right, now this took me a minute to find. I watched the video and it said it was going to be like a Word doc. So it took me a minute, but it's right here. It literally could not be more simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and just copy all of this code here. So basically what we're doing is forcing a test. This is all the data that First Promoter is going to send to this webhook. So what we want to do is basically just have a sample. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste all of that content in there. Oops. It pasted the webhook and not this. All right. So we need to copy and paste this data. There we go. And now we're going to click send. Okay, so we have an error here, probably because I pasted the wrong thing in there. So we're going to just delete this. Make sure that it's successful before you move on there. So I just want to make sure I have everything in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy all of this again. And Control C, let's go back here and send. Okay, so now it says status success test request received. So now what we need to do is go back over here and you'll see that we have that data that we can now map out. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and click to select that data to map it out, and I'm going to go ahead and save. Now you'll see immediately when I do that, this pops up. You have to populate this info because we need to tell our high-level sub-account what to do with this data once it's received. Okay, so I'm going to click here, and again, this is what you would map out inside of Zapier or Pabbly or any of those if you were using it. But we're now, instead of using those third-party softwares, we're going to map it out using our own workflow. Okay, I absolutely love this because, again, it's just HighLevel's attempt to be absolutely by far the best all-in-one digital marketing platform on the market. And I say that with all sincerity. Okay, so we have our fields here. What is the typical first field that we're going to use is full name. And here we have the option of using custom values. Now, when we pre-fill in these custom values, we want to make sure to use the info from the webhook. And we're going to choose data. And you can see if we scroll down here that we will find the name. Okay, so I'm going to just choose username. Now we're going to go and choose the full name. The most important info that you're going to capture is the email address. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to choose inbound. You can even search email. And you want to make sure to choose inbound webhook triggered data email. If you choose the inbound webhook triggered data promoter email, you're actually going to get your email to your affiliate account. Okay, so you want to make sure to choose the inbound data here. Now you could use the phone, you could use, any of this info that you have. Like if I click here and I go to this, I could choose any of this and add any of this data to my workflow here. Okay, but I am just going to make this really simple because, like I said, most people really only need the name and then the email. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save that. Now this is completely saved. I can publish this, of course, and I want to make sure to take this webhook that I've created, and this is going to be for I could just choose because I haven't given it a name. Let me get my little cheat sheet here. So let's say that this is going to be the lead subscribed on. So I'm going to paste that link here. And this is, I'm literally going to go through this whole process, and I am going to paste my webhooks here with each category. Okay, so when you get all this filled out, what you're going to do, you can see, if you go all the way down to the bottom of the instructions here, you can see that it says open up a live chat with HighLevel support and just copy and paste the steps in the scripts below. Okay, so it even gives you like this little script here, but it's the same thing. And you can see here that it says for the pro plan, the $497 plan, webhooks can only be made for lead converted, rewarded, and lead canceled. Okay, so that's basically what we have here. You have your 5 campaigns for the regular and then 3 for the SaaS. Okay, so you're going to follow this process until you get all of your workflows built out. Okay, so but it's really simple because all you need to do is now duplicate this. So I'm going to paste this. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to copy the title here. So we're going to just copy this here, lead subscribed on, and then I am going to highlight and paste. Okay, so now we have lead subscribed on. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to duplicate. Okay, so all I need to do is just simply go here, duplicate workflow, and then this one is going to be my lead sign up. So I'm going to copy, and we're just going to paste this here and create. All right, so now I'm going to go into my workflow, and you'll see here I have a different webhook, and I don't have any data. So what I want to do is just copy this, go back here. I'm just going to paste this in here, send, and then now I have another successful test. So I'm going to map out that data just like I did before, except now it's already there. Okay, so I don't need to look this up again and then map it out again. I just want to click save. Okay, so you're going to do that with every single one of them. Make sure to test, and you don't have to close this out. You can just keep it open, just paste your webhook there, and then it will send that data. Now, when you do all of your automations, I mean, obviously we want to do this because not only do we want the contact info for our leads to be in this account, but now what we can do is we can actually start building out all of our workflow with all of the high-level tools, right? So typically what we want to do is add a tag to this contact, okay? So we're going to choose a tag, and maybe this tag is going to be a GHL lead. Okay, so we can choose GHL lead. And then maybe we want to send them an email. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose send an email. I'm going to write the subject, welcome to GHL. I'm going to send them an email here so I could say, hey there, and let's go ahead and use their first name. So I'm going to go to inbound trigger, go to data, and I'm going to choose whatever I used for their first name, which I think was this one. Okay, so hey there, welcome to HighLevel. Here are all of the awesome resources I have for you. Okay. And then, of course, you can put whatever you want to in there. Now, maybe I want to wait a day. Okay, so they signed up, right? So maybe I want to wait one day, and then I want to send them another email, and I want to say, here is the info about your onboarding. Let's get you onboarded. And then I'm going to send them another email about getting onboarded. Okay. So I can just go through here. Of course, I can send them a ringless voicemail. I can actually manually call them. I can send them a text message. I can add them to my affiliate campaign. So if I have an affiliate program in my business, aside from HighLevels, okay, maybe I want to allow them to, since we have other software in our program, maybe I want to allow them to be an affiliate and promote our other software in addition to reselling it. I could do that here. Of course, I could add any tags, update the opportunity pipeline, assign to a user. There's all kinds of things, create tasks for myself, add to Google Analytics, all of these things that I could do, even release access to a membership area. Now I can just simply do this all inside of my HighLevel workflow, as opposed to having to go outside of HighLevel and use like Zapier or Pabbly or Make. Okay, so this is a very simple process, especially once you start the flow, and what your workflows are going to end up looking like here. If we go back here, for example, you'll see this GHL trial. Of course, we have this incoming webhook, right? We're creating a contact. We're adding the trial lead. I like to create notes as well to say this trial was created, and then I'll use custom values here for the medium, date, and time. Also, I'm going to add a opportunity here for the trial so that I have an actual opportunity card that shows up there. And also, I am sending an email. And of course, I want to make sure that I'm giving them all of those resources there provided by HighLevel. Now, of course, if you're providing your own resources, you want to throw that in there as well. But HighLevel itself has so many resources, like a free 1-hour onboarding session, Zoom support, a complete knowledge base, courses, all of these things, that even if you did not have any experience at all or any resources for your affiliates, you have a fully packed automated system with tons of resources that you can offer and still bring value to your HighLevel affiliates. Okay, so this is the basic setup here. Once all of this is done, your system is literally on autopilot. Okay. You're going to get someone signs up on your HighLevel affiliate link. It is going to trigger that webhook. The webhook is going to come in here and it's going to trigger your workflow. The lead goes into your contacts. They receive everything that you had them receive inside of the workflow. And you literally it's just done for you, right? Support, you don't have to worry about support because HighLevel has its own support. It's one of the major benefits of being a HighLevel affiliate. So if you're brand new to HighLevel and you're still learning the tools and all of that, this is a great opportunity for you to teach, learn, teach, earn. And you can automate this process while you're learning HighLevel. You can promote HighLevel and earn income to cover all of your expenses. And then, of course, once you've gained some experience with it, you can branch out and start helping other clients. Okay. So hopefully this helps you guys. Hopefully it clarifies how you can use those incoming webhooks, not just for the HighLevel affiliate program, even though I love it, but also for many other things, because a lot of times you'll have clients that are using a completely different software, and you want to be able to still send that data into the HighLevel account or send it out of the HighLevel account, right? So you would want to use the outgoing webhooks there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you